We're going to do a correlation by hand. I'm going to go kind of fast here to try to make this as short as possible. But you got to start with the formula. There's the formula. It's pretty scary looking. So here's your data. We're going to just go ahead and change the height and the amount of water into x and y variables. It's not a biggie. So now we need to find the mean of the water. You add up each individual, divide by the number, that gives you the mean. So the mean for the x is 3.7. Repeat the process for the y's. Add them all up, divide by the number there are, and you get the mean for the y's. Now you have to find the standard deviation for the x's. What that means is you got to physically take each individual measurement, subtract it from the mean, and square it. You got to add all those up, and that should get you to here. Square all the differences, add them up. And don't forget you have to divide that by n minus 1, so you get a standard deviation finally of, for the x's, is 1.12. Take the square root of that stuff. Repeat the process for the y's. I'm just going to do a real shortcut again. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to square the differences, add them all up. Multiply it by 1 minus the sample size over 1. That's going to be 1/5. Multiply that out. Take the square root of it. You're going to get a standard deviation for the y's to be 3.78. And now you're going to plug that into this formula. So remember, this is the important data. Now be very, very careful here. It's a little bit different. But what that means is your first x element minus the mean times your first y element minus the y mean divided by, accordingly, the standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y, and you just repeat that with each and every measurement. There's a lot of work involved. I didn't lie about that. You go ahead and do all that math, and you're going to get a grand total of 495. Sorry, hold on a second. Please hold. Boom. So all this mess comes out to be 4.95. So this chunk right here is 4.95, and then you're going to multiply that by 1 over 5, basically. And that's going to give you your correlation of 0.99. That's the long way. But thank you. MGZ out.